What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are going to be covering all the new kind of part 2 of the 150 million download stuff here going on in Dokkan on JP. I know some of this is also happening on Global as well, but a lot more. As usual, I cover more of the JP stuff because, well, there is more stuff to cover, so yeah. But, and before anyone says down in the comments below, because I know you're going to, yes, I know that Global just got confirmation that Arale is coming. Yes, I am happy for you guys. I never said that I did not want you guys to have it. I was just simply stating that because of legal stuff, it was very unlikely that it came, but hey, I was proven wrong, so by all means, great, congratulations. If you have to go for Arale, physical is going to be the best one for you. Strength is not bad as well, although if you have LR Broly, I would not even bother with Arale because LR Broly destroys her in terms of, like, everything, so yeah. But, yeah, glad you guys are getting Arale. So, not much on the... I don't really have any opinions on the free-to-play one. I think it's an Intel one or something like that. You can farm the SA for all those units if you happen to pull her on the banner. So, do I think she's worth it? Yes, I do, especially that physical one. So, by all means, go ahead and try and get it. The agility one's okay, but as you can see where we are with the current power leap of the game, no one really uses Arale in their teams, so she's not bad by any means. Again, I'm going to say this again, she's not bad, just not optimal right now is basically the word I'm looking for, so yeah. But nonetheless, great units, so if you happen to pull on them and you have the stones for it, by all means go ahead. And I think you guys also have Vegeta Blue, and I will say this, if you have the stones for Vegeta Blue, go for him. He is a madman, he's a powerhouse, I love him, he's a great card. Especially if you get a couple dupes into him. Oh, he is beautiful. But if you have to save your stones and you probably want like that Super Saiyan 4 or Cooler or Gogeta or whatever you're going to be going for, I would probably wait at least until the Super Saiyan 3 banner, because when Halo Goku comes, you will be able to pull for Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, or on the Gogeta banner, because that is where I pulled my second dupe of him. So by no means will he not be back or anything like that, but if you have the extra stones and you want to try going for him, I think it's worth it. Not to mention that his agility one and his strength one get a Dokkan, and they are optimal on their mono hero teams. Physical's okay. I mean, if you're really into the nuking thing, that's fine, but not particularly something that I like to go for. I actually took my physical ones, or my extra physical ones, and I threw them into my Intel one to raise his SA up, so I didn't have to use as many old Kais. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion at least. Of course, you have to go with what you like and what you currently have, so yeah. Anyway, so going back into the JP version of the game now, we got our LR Broly banner. Yes, LR Broly is in the house. If it will load, there we go. LR Broly is in here, and the other two LR cards in here, Gohan and Vegeta. Of course, their rates are way low. We're talking the 0.0% here, all right? So less than 0.1% chances of you pulling him. If you pull him, congrats. I am extremely jealous, especially if you pull LR Gohan, because I need LR Gohan to complete my Intel team right now. But basically, if you want to look at the banner itself, Broly is in here, God Goku is in here, because he gets a Dokkan. I'm going to be going over those in a minute. Beerus is in here, Whis, both versions of Whis are in here. Goku Super Saiyan 3, Pan is very good for a a physical team if you do not happen to have the Gohan, the Z-Sword Gohan, who is the best support for the physicals on the heroes. Trunks is in here, is amazing. He's optimal on a hero strength team. Ultimate Gohan, he's okay. Strength Gohan's pretty good too. Paikon's in here. He's got his Dokkan Awakened because of the Gogeta event, so by all means, if you get him, he's great for lowering attack if you have to play a little bit more of the defensive role on your tech teams. Sin is in here as well, and then Baby, for some reason, I'm not really sure, Kid Buu. They're throwing a lot of these older cards that are not really supposed to be, banner cards. All these cards that I'm going through right now, you can pull these on any banner no matter what. So they're just featured, essentially, so you have a higher chance of pulling them. So it's to offset the fact that there is an LR card in here. Technically, there's 3 LR cards in here, but one is actually featured for once. And then this is throwing it off like no tomorrow. If you pull the physical God Goku, though, I actually would keep him. I'm going to be going over why. Tech Beerus, he's junk. He goes into the Baba shop. Same with Bojack. He's okay on a villain's team, but he's not optimal, I would say. If you need him, though, and you don't have the best cards, he's not bad by any means. But again, I just over the years, because of how many Bojacks I've pulled, and it's just been this random strength SR, yeah, I've always Baba shopped him. So, Boo here again, he's not bad by any means, although the only problem is that his main key link is over in a flash, and nobody on a villain strength team has over in a flash, so it kinda hurts him. So yeah, But anyways, all these SRs are kind of offsetting the fact that there is an LR card in here that you can pull. So let me know in the comments below if you have been able to pull Broly. I might do a couple of collab summons to try and get him, but I'm not going to try and go crazy for him, even though he basically makes the World Tournament his bitch. So yeah, excuse my language. But anyway, and of course, as you already know, the Gogeta banner and Janemba banner are still around until the 22nd. I believe Broly is going around until the 25th. So only a few days after the Gogeta and Janemba banner go away. And yeah, we're also supposed to be getting a new tech banner with a TN and a Cell, if I remember correctly. Now, a lot of us are just speculating that this is probably going to be just like the physical Boo and the Gohan. But again, we're not 100% sure because at least with Gohan, or Boo links pretty well in a physical team. Gohan, he'll link decently at least. But this is, where is it? This is the banner I'm talking about. This will be the full power tech, or the all tech banner basically. So it's probably going to have, you know, doing multi, get 2 Kais, this give and take. TN and Cell are probably going to be their respective tech support units, like the best ones you could possibly have. So the only downside to TN that I could possibly see though, if he is the +3 key to all tech super cards and then HP attack and defense up, or his attack and defense up 40%, is the fact that giving that 3rd key to Gotenks is gonna basically make Gotenks always doing his 12th key. So, but if you're keeping TN on the 3rd slot all the time and making him into that every 3rd turn, then it's not affecting Gotenks too much. If you are keeping him around with Gotenks on the same rotation, you might want to revise your strategy on that one. It's just my opinion though. Of course, we don't know 100% what TN or Cell will be doing, but it should be interesting. And this just shows you that all of those strength 2nd form cells that we've been, you know, probably Baba shopping or throwing into training and everything, you can now up his super attack via, or use them to up this guy's super attack. So, and then TN, obviously there's tons of TNs. You'll be able to up his super attack like no tomorrow. The 2nd round of the battlefield is coming. However, we don't know exactly when. It's supposed to be coming sometime this month / the very beginning of June. I don't know when, and it's basically a beta. It is not, it is beta stage 2 essentially. It is not, and I don't know if it's gonna have, you know, limitations. I'm assuming it probably will, and probably more likely or not, it's already been confirmed. Although just basically looking at this right now, it has not stated that I can see, at least within the kanji. And we've got a bunch of events, and this is coming back as well with all the orbs on the weekend. So it's coming this weekend, and it's coming next weekend, which is amazing. So definitely take advantage of that. We have a new story event coming with this kid, Goku Jr. You can actually raise his suit. You can actually farm him, get him, and then he has special ability system orbs that you can use to then get him basically max out. You don't have to waste your tech or agility or strength or whatever he is. You can basically throw these special orbs at him, and I'll show you that in a little bit thanks to Hato-sama, and we'll go into that as well. The Broly event, or little story event, is here, and obviously the banner as always. Yamcha, if you really want to be going for that. And that is about it. So quickly, let's go into the stuff that can be Dokkan Awakened that was just released. First off is going to be, finally got my Janemba up to SA10. I am proud of that. So expect a really cool video coming on that pretty soon. I just need to get the rest of the medals to Dokkan Awaken them because I've only got 30 at the moment and I need 77. So yeah. Anyway, so the first one that I will go over is the Intel Goku. This takes 12 Beerus medals. Unfortunately, he got the shaft with the limit break, or shattering the limit link. He did not get Fierce Battle because of the medals that he was given to Dokkan Awaken, which is kind of sad. I am truly, but now by no means is he a bad card though. He does get, I don't know why lowering defense is that great. He still causes supreme damage, but he is pretty nice though, because if your HP is above 30%, which on an Intel team right now, out of 280,000, yeah, you've got quite a bit of health to deal with. So you're not really going to have to be worrying about that unless you're going against like top event things right now. But attack and defense up 80%. Now this is just like the Intel or the Agility Vegeta Blue for the Agility team. And as you guys have seen, he can definitely take a hit after he is supered. Whereas with this Goku though, he doesn't have to super. As long as your HP is 30% or above, he gets that 80% buff. So I'll have to check him out and see just how well he works. Is he optimal? I would personally say no. However, he does work really well for that 6th slot, not to mention that he can link really well with Gogeta, give him the over and the flash bonus right there, which is really nice. or maybe with LR Piccolo or LR Gohan, because they have shocking speed, which is really nice. So by no means is he a bad guy. Again, we just don't have that 6th slot. My ideal Intel team would still be Gogeta, LR Gohan, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, Super Saiyan Vegeta, LR Piccolo, and then probably the Whis. And I'm going to get into Whis in a little bit until we get that Intel Super Buu / Gohan like card. Then that will be your 6th slot, and then boom, you've got your perfect team essentially, okay? So, but anyway, so he's got, you know, the only new link that he got essentially was the Shattering the Limit, which is a +2 key to all those guys. So he's not bad. I might be rotating him in and out with Whis, with Bardock, and then him, obviously. Just debating on whatever event I have to be going up against at the time until we get that +3 key attack and defense up 40%, because then this will just destroy him, push all 3 of those guys out of the way, and there's no need to even run them. So, but yeah, so by no means is he a bad card. Again, we all wish that he had Fierce Battle, because Fierce Battle is just obviously the superior link, but nonetheless, he is not bad by any means. Next is gonna be the Whis. Both Whis got an Awakening. First, I'll go over the tech one. And you need 12 of these Whis medals, so I need to get a few more to also up the int, but I'm not awakening them right now, so I can show you all. Nothing changes for the super attack. The only change that really came to his passive was that instead of 10%, he lowers the enemy's attack, taking no attack 20% down, and has a high chance of stunning for the turn, so nothing really changes there. And again, he got Shattering the Limit, and he keeps his shocking speed and everything. So by no means is he a bad card. He lowers the enemy's attack by 20% just by being there. High chance to stun for the turn, unless you're doing an event like Gogeta or Super Saiyan 4, you can't stun them, so it doesn't work, but he does lower attack. Unfortunately, not greatly. If he had been greatly, that would have been extremely nice buff to him, but unfortunately, it is not. But he's not by any means a bad card. That is just cool, and I personally like this art better than his Intel Dokkan Awaken. So let's get into his Intel one. Where are you, Whis? Where'd you go? Here you are, and this is the next Whis right here. He is his Intel counterpart. He lowers attack as always. This is a nice support card. He's a nice support card, again, until we get that 40% guy. But this is basically everyone key +2, attack and defense up 20%, which does work a little better than someone say Pandel. Pandel raises everyone's attack by 30%, which is obviously higher than 20, but she does not provide that key. And sometimes, depending on what you're running, especially, you might not have the best key links. So that is definitely something to keep in mind depending on what you want to run. Again, it's based all on your cards that you have, and of course you have to, you know, take into consideration what is possibly the best to run for you personally. And then the last one to get his rebirth is the physical Goku, the SSR one. Unfortunately, I need to first get these medals to awaken him into the God mode. So I'm going to go over to Hato-sama's Twitter page, and we're going to take a quick look at him. He does get the Fierce Battle, so the lucky dog him. But he's a really good support unit in terms of physical hero cards. So he gives key to strength and physical for key +2 and an attack up 25%. So basically right now you're depending on what you want to do and what kind of links you potentially have with a lot of your characters, you're basically going to be running, in terms of support characters, the top support characters to the lower ones. Again, they are all amazing cards because they all give support, and support is really important on these mono teams. But there are certain ones that are better. First is obviously going to be Gohan. Next is kind of right now is a battle between Pan and this physical Goku. Because right now, Pan gives the higher stat boost, attack and defense up, but has a little bit of HP limitation, but again, with these leads, you're not going to have to worry about that. However, Goku does give Ki. Now, Goku himself here does not have, if you've noticed, Prepare for Battle. He doesn't have any Ki links. He's a lot like the Gohan, the Z-Sword Gohan, who doesn't have any of those Ki links to my knowledge that I can remember. I haven't seen the guy in a while, so I could be wrong. But nonetheless, so he gives that +2 key and then a nice 25% up. So Pan and him are kind of in the middle. Both of them have Fierce Battle, so it'll be interesting to see. We'll have to test them out, obviously, when we eventually get the super physical lead, and we'll have to see exactly what's going on. And then next is probably going to be that physical Trunks, the Super Saiyan, or the Dragon Ball Super Trunks, the one that got the rebirth link from the Dragon Ball Super little story event thing. Okay, so that he'd be down on the lower one, and there might be a couple others that I might maybe have seen, but those are the top ones that I can personally see right now with all of that. So yeah, so and then sorry, before I forget anything, let's go to the Goku Jr. Where are you, buddy? Here we are. So this Goku Jr., he's not a bad free-to-play card, but if you buy stones or anything like that, you will not put this guy in your team to save your life. So basically the way it works is that you're not really gonna be worried about him until he Dokkan Awakens. You're gonna Dokkan Awaken him, and I'm assuming his super will probably be, you can farm it, but I'm not 100% sure because the event comes out tomorrow, which I will be covering. But basically it works like this. Every time you super, your attack goes up 40%, and you have a super high chance to increase your attack up by another 40%, which sounds amazing, but lower your defense by 40%. So kind of weird. You don't want him to be blocking or anything. He has the Rebirth link. He's got GT. He's got Super Saiyan. He's got all that stuff. He doesn't have Prepare for Battle or anything like that. And yeah, he's kind of okay. Now, someone that I know did do some calculations in terms of the fact that you can max this guy out in the potential system. And this is the Brawly that we've all come to know and love. And where did it go? Here we go. These are the special orbs that are going to be working with this Goku Jr. only. So you can even see right there, the kanji right there, Goku Jr. And you can use these to basically up in the ability system. I don't know if there are limitations to the stage or the event that will give you these or what the case might be. But that, again, will be covered tomorrow. So we'll have to see exactly what's going to be happening there. But nonetheless, it is pretty nice. I mean, if he is a pretty good buff, then by all means, he's not someone, again, that you throw onto an optimal team. But if you are lacking in the superhero cards, then he is something good to have. So, yeah. So, other than that, guys, I think I've covered just about everything. A little bit of a longer video than I thought it was going to be, but nonetheless, more stuff to come later. Again, if you were able to summon on the LR Brawly banner by any means, let me know how you did, because, you know, he's a great card to have. So, if you did, save up that Zenny. He costs quite a bit, not to mention the medals and everything. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me down in the comments below, again, if you pulled on LR Brawly, or did you awaken your Whis or your Godkus or anything like that. Let me know down in the comments below what you're excited for, or if you're excited for Battlefield and hoping that they change things. I'm optimistic, but at the same time, I'm cautious that they change stuff. The fact that they've taken this long to bring it back and keep it in beta again, really, it probably means, that they really had to change a lot of stuff because of the feedback that they got. So we'll have to see exactly what's happened, unless they were super lazy and they didn't change anything. But again, we don't know. We'll have to see exactly what happened. So hopefully sometime we're supposed to get it. Again, the kanji did not say when. It just simply said sometime soon. That's all we know. So it could be between next week. It could be after LR Brawly. It could be, I don't know when. So yeah, so I will keep you updated on that. So yeah, and if you guys are new to the channel, please just consider hitting that subscribe button. It does help the channel as always and shows that you guys do like this content. So until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.